Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Data Expert. Today we're going to be solving LeetCode SQL problem number 2, finding the customer referee. So this is a really popular beginner SQL question because it tests simple filtering logic with null values. So let's jump straight into the code. We are going to select all from the customer table. And you can see here that we have a table that has 3 columns. Only 2 of them are really important to us, and that is the name column and the referee ID column. And basically what is happening here is the referee ID here refers to an ID on here. And so a customer can be referred by another customer. That's what the referee ID represents. And the question, if we jump up here, the question asks us to find or to return the names of customers who are either referred by any customer whose ID is not to, or not referred by anyone at all, meaning that their referee ID is null. So breaking down the logic, we basically want to exclude only one scenario, and that is those customers that are referred to by a referee ID of 2, i.e. this row here and this row here. Everyone else will qualify. What I will do is I will keep this as a point of reference. I will copy this down here. And if we look at the SQL thought process, the condition becomes super simple. What we want to do is we want to select all rows where the customer or where the referee ID does not equal to, or, and we use the or here because within the question it asks us to find either. Either signifies to me that we need to use or will return rows where at least one of the conditions are correct or one of the conditions are met. Whereas if we had have used and would have required that both of the conditions are correct, and that's not what we're looking. So we use or here, and we do referee ID is null, and we will run that, and that's great. We've returned. You can see that the reference table here, and it's 6 rows. It's reduced down to 4 rows. Those 2 rows that have been filtered out are this row here, and this row. Great, that's what we wanted. Now, you might notice, if we look here at these two, that when I did the referee ID does not equal 2, I used does not equal. But whenever I did here, I did not do equals null. And that is because nulls are slightly different. They can be a bit tricky sometimes, but they have their own syntax. So just be careful with that. Whenever you're working with null values, you always want to do is null or is not null. And whenever you're using numeric values, you want to do equals to or does not equal to. So 2 different ways of essentially doing the same thing, but I can delete that. And that is something I'm sure we'll cover in more detail at a later date. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video.